Well, I don't know about you, but I sat in despair last night watching the chaotic scenes unfold outside a migrant hotel in Epping, with one big question for the establishment in this country that I want to ask tonight. What on earth did you expect? Because when we look at last night's scenes of protest, frustration and anger, it's clearly a direct response to the border betrayal that millions of hard-working, tax-paying British people are now feeling. Let me just be clear about something. There is no excuse for violence in any form or against any community. We all know that. But it's also true that we have political leaders in this country who refuse to get a grip of the small boat crisis, a crisis that's now costing everybody in this country between 7 and 10 billion pounds every year. And we have a government that has been allowing unvetted individuals straight through our open borders. And we know for a fact that they have included murderers and rapists and ISIS sympathisers, which contributes to the startling reality, as shown by Freedom of Information requests, that almost 1 in 4 people who are convicted of rape and sexual assault in this country are foreign nationals. Indeed, that same data shows that Afghans are around 20 times more likely than British people to commit sexual offences. Now, the only response our hapless Prime Minister Keir Starmer seems to have for those of us who are concerned about these issues is quite frankly offensive. We are apparently the far right, misinformed, which is ironic considering what we've also learned this week, that the UK state was misinforming its own people by secretly importing thousands of Afghans into the country at an estimated cost of £1 billion, again, that UK taxpayers will have to cover. This hypocrisy, this burying of heads in the sand is exactly why we saw those scenes in Epping last night. Ordinary Brits feel their long-held sense of fairness is now being overturned and violated on an almost daily basis. And look at what else we found out this week. The state is now spending £12 billion a year on benefits that are going to households led by foreign-born nationals. And now the shameful Afghan resettlement scheme could be the straw that breaks a camel's back. Concealing this information from the people while moving thousands of Afghans into their communities will be viewed by many Brits as unforgivable. Politicians are now asking themselves why hard-working Brits are taking to the streets in protest. Well, the answer seems pretty obvious to me. Violence in any form is wrong. I've already said that. I'll say it again. But these protesters, these peaceful protesters, are not the extremists in this country. It's the politicians who are enforcing an open border policy, top down, on the British people, while ignoring the will of those people. They are the true extremists in this country.